I'm going to cut a hole in my roof and fit my fan. Well, I'm going to try anyway. Let's give it a shot. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. So I'm just going to show you my fan. This is my fan. This part goes on the roof, hinges facing front, and this part goes on the ceiling. Now I know that this is going to fit because I've pre-made a framework. This frame is covered in silver foil now. It's a wooden frame stuck to my ceiling, and this is going to come through from the top into that frame. And I know it fits because I've already tried it. But when I fitted my cladding to the roof, I made that hole a little bit smaller. So I just want to check, make sure the outer cover, if I don't break it, it's a bit difficult doing it one-handed. Oh God, this is where things go wrong. So I need to just check this fits still in the hole. As you can see, it still fits. There you go. That's going to end up looking nice and neat. And the reason I wanted to check that is because these cladding that go each side slightly overhang this edge, but my fan will come in to about here, and then the ceiling part will go up, and it's only the circle part that goes into the actual fan itself, so this aperture can be slightly smaller. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, it fits, that's the main thing. So it's all good. I've checked everything's going to fit. Now I need to mark out where to cut, and to do that I use my wooden frame that I glued to my roof, and I'll drill in each corner from below up. Drill a hole there. It's only a pilot hole, and one there, one in that corner, and one in that corner. So now once I've drilled those 4 holes, I'll get on the roof, looking down I can see 4 holes. I'll simply join those 4 holes up with a marker pen, giving me a square, and I'll know where to cut. And hopefully, fingers crossed, if things go right, the blade of the hacksaw should go down the edge of this timber. Hopefully not causing too much damage. As long as I'm careful, it'll be fine. Like I say, cross your fingers and toes and wish me luck. Well, that's my next job. So I'm going to get cracking now, get my power tools out, get drilling, get cutting. Stay tuned. So this is the moment of madness, when you decide to cut a hole in the roof of your van that you spent all your hard-earned money on. And there you go, that's what I do. So I've drilled the 4 holes and I've marked out my square. Now all I need to do is cut it out. Simple as that. I'll tell you what, it takes a certain amount of confidence to do this. There you go, there's the blade just coming through, and as you see, as planned, hopefully it's going to follow this line all the way to the next corner. So far so good. Now if you're watching this video, the chances are you've seen other people do this on YouTube as well, and you'll probably notice when they do their last cut along here, the metal flaps around like crazy. But to stop that happening, what I do, I leave a tiny little bit attached, just a fraction still attached there. Cut along this edge, cut down here, cut down here, along here, so you're cutting now the opposite corner. This is the opposite corner to that one. It's your last cut, and again I've still got a tiny little bit left to go, but that, because I've got this attached, it stops it flopping around and doing all that business. So there you go, that's my tip of the day. Now I'm going to come and make my little final cut there. I don't know if you can see that the sun's in my eyes. And the only bit that's left now is this tiny little bit here. There you go. So I'll see if I can do this. No, I'm not going to be able to try. There you go. That's my panel cut out. So that's not too bad. The only damage is this little bit here where the blade's got a bit too close. The rest of it is pretty much unscathed. So now I'm going to clean all these edges, clean them up, put some red oxide primer on to stop any rust, and then stick my thing in, my fan in the roof. There we go, it fits. Thank God. Now all I've got to do is put some seal around it Yeah, take it off again. It's not fitted yet, obviously. I've just put it in there to make sure it fits. Now I'm going to paint some red oxide primer around where I've cut, and then some sealer, and stick it in place. Screw it down. Now I've dry fitted it. I've drilled all my holes, taken it off again, as you can see, and then put red oxide primer in all the holes, just to give it a little bit of protection from the elements or any moisture that does happen to get in there, stop it going rusty. Now while I'm waiting for that to dry, perfect opportunity to have a cup of coffee. And then when I've had my coffee, I shall come back and sort out the damage that I've done to my vapor barrier tape. I shall retape it, make it all nice and neat, and then we can stick the skylight on top. There you go. So far, so good. Time for coffee. Well, I've had my coffee and I'm feeling rather pumped. Here we go. Now it's completely sealed. As you can see, I've used my good old silver tape, so there's going to be no moisture getting under there, underneath, between the vapor barriers there. Look, you can see that under there. There's my vapor barrier and there's my roof, so there's no way any moisture is going to get between there. It's all lovely. Now all I've got to do is get my fan fitted into place. And there we go, there's a finished article. Absolutely perfect. I'm really chuffed with that, and the weather held out too, although it is a bit cold now. Oh, I've got the sniffles. So that's my skylight done, and I've used stainless steel screws that are silver plated, so they should be good for a few years. There we go. Happy days. Now, because I like a bit of insulation in my ceiling, the downside is it makes the ceiling about this thick, and the standard Fiamma little handle there, this handle for opening the roof vent, only goes so far, so we need to get rid of that like this. And this is the standard length, this shaft, so we need to upgrade it to one a little bit longer because my insulation is so thick. Now luckily they do a kit for this, and in the kit, I'll put it all back in the box, you get these bits. So you can see various lengths of shaft for your opening mechanism. We've got an extra long one, we don't need that, that's far too long, but I've just tried it and this one fits perfect, so that's one we're going to use. And this is simply held in place, that groove, there's an O-ring, and that's it really. You slide that through, put the O-ring over, jobs are good. There we have it, there we go. That's the extra long shaft for the opening vent. Here's the standard one. As you can see, it's far too short because I've got so much insulation up there. Now you can, when you build your fan frame, you can have it stepped in if you want, so this part of the frame is actually stepped inside your ceiling, but I like to have it nice and level. There you go, it's just my personal preference. So now all I need to do is wire this up and screw this to the roof, the ceiling. Trouble is, it didn't come with any screws, so again I need to find some screws for this, which I totally forgot about. So yeah, off I trot. Well, surprisingly enough, it was a success. Look at that, my fan is fitted. What a bonus, what an absolute bonus. I mean, I weren't expecting to have that fitted this side of Christmas. I thought I'd be sleeping in this van with a square metal panel above my bed with all the moisture building up and dripping down on me. I was even thinking of ways how I can sort of not permanently, temporarily insulate it to stop that happening. But we had a sunny day today and I made the most of it. And good job I did, because it looks like it's going to rain now. I think I'll finish that just in a nick of time. Now this fan has got speed control and temperature control, and I'm not quite sure how it works. I've still got to connect it that end yet. It's all connected up this end, but I've got to connect it to the power panel there. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I really am sure it'll be fine. I did test it. I tested it on a battery, like I connected it up before I fitted it to make sure it works, obviously, which is always a good idea, just to check these things before you go cutting holes in your roof. So yeah, like I say, that was a bonus. I'm really am pleased. So I'm going to call it a day now because I'm hungry. I've only had 2 pieces of toast and a coffee. That's all I need. Anyway, as long as there's coffee, I'm good. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. Like I say, I'm going to call it a day now. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more great videos like this. Oh, semi-good. I'm getting better, I think. Oh yeah, and I must say thank you to everyone that has subscribed, because I've now broke the 500 subscribers barrier, and I'm really pleased with that. I'm on target. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I want to try and get 1,000 subs by Christmas, and if I can do that, it will make my year. So yeah, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Yeah, give me a good Christmas. Right, I'm off. Ta-da for now.